everyone, welcome back to VIT-AP YouTube channel, guys. So once again in this session we're going to discuss a topic related to Java programming, and today's topic is inner classes in Java. So at first I'll be pasting my code here, and then later on I'll be explaining you the concept and the output of that code. So today's code is going to be this. Okay, yeah, basically this is today's code. You guys just pause the video and watch it carefully and then listen to my explanation so that it will be more clarified and more clarified for you. So just pause the video and watch it carefully. Yeah, so I'll be explaining now. Generally what is this inner class is that mostly we design a code in such a way that no other class, we'll be creating a class such a way that other classes cannot access that, right? See, for example, we have create not in this case in other coding, like in Java, other than this code, we'll be creating a class, right? Of course we're gonna create a class in every code in Java, right? Without a class, Java cannot be running, right? So I will be creating class such that other classes cannot access the class we have created. Okay, so but in some situation we'll have a situation that we need more number of classes, which should be an accessible one. See, for a small codes like adding two numbers or multiplying two numbers, will be adjusting with one class itself, but the situation will be not same, right, for every situation. So we'll be in a situation that we need more number of classes in a code, which should be an accessible one. Okay, so in that situation Java inner class will be helpful, because Java inner class is a class which is written inside an interface and which is accessible one. So basically I would like to explain you that is it will be very useful if we create a class inside the out class. See, if is an out class, right? Outer is an out class. We are creating here number of classes, right? See, which are accessible by the outer class, and that will be like helpful for the code, right? And that means our outer code can access all the object of inner class, right? See, this is an outer class which can access the objects created by the inner class, right? These all are the objects which is created by the inner class. So this outer class can access all these inner classes, right? So basically in such a way it will be useful for us, right? So Java inner class can be very much useful for us to access the objects of other classes. Okay, and generally Java inner class is a class which is written inside interface. Okay, so we collect all classes and interface at a place. See, we have collected classes and interfaces here, right? So why do we collect it here like in a one place? Because we collect them in one place because it should be an organized manner. So other than organized, it should be a readable one, right? If I keep this private entity some other place, this one other place, this one other place, viewers cannot understand the code, right? So if we keep everything at a place, it will be very comfortable to read and it will be very comfortable to understand the code, right? So in a Java inner class will be writing all the details at one place, so that it will be very much comfortable to understand the code. And in Java inner class it can access all the classes and private data methods. Okay, this outer class can access all the classes present inside this inner class, all the objects present in the inner class. Okay, so in inner class, like in Java inner class, it can access all the methods, all the objects and all the classes present in that code. Okay, and most of you get to doubt that what will be the advantage of this Java inner class, right? So we have three advantages. So first advantage is, as I said, it can access all the classes, objects and interface present inside this inner class, and secondly it is more readable and it is very much understandable and it is well maintained at a place. As I said, at one place it will be very much comfortable as to read and very much comfortable to understand, and most importantly it is very much time saving one. Okay, why it is that much time saving one? Because we are writing everything at a place, right? And if we are writing at a one place rather than writing each and every step at a place, so just calculate yourself. I'm writing this code at a place, this one at a place, and this one at a place, like a jumbled manner. The code will be increasing a lot, right? If code is increasing a lot, time will be wasting. But in this case I have written it at one place, so it is looking very organizedly and we can understand it is very carefully. Like, it is a public static class whose type is int, a variable a which is equals to 2, and comes to b it is 2, c it is 3, d it is 4, right? So it is very organized and this code looks very short one. That means the time have been saved a lot here. So those are the advantages of Java in a class. So when it comes to code, see, my class name is outer and I have created 4 variables here whose class is a is public static one, b is private static one, c is a public int, and d is a private int, right? So everything is an integer type, and then I have created a class which is static one, right? Public static class. So it is a static class, and once again I have created a variable inside it which is public int type, static int type, e that is equals to 5. So I have passed an argument here that to get a sum, right? So that will be returning me a plus b plus c plus d. I have said that get sum, so it will be returning sum, right? Yeah. So when it coming to outside, public static void main, as I said, it will be helpful for creating transforming the code we have written into the machine language. And then I have created an object here, a new object. Okay, in previous video we have explained that what is a constructor and how we'll be creating a new object and what are the benefits of the constructor, how it automatically detects the output of the code. Okay, if you didn't watch that video, please kindly do refer that one, then you'll be understanding what this line meant. Okay, so we have created a new object here, and then we are passing an argument to print object and get sum. Okay, so basically this is today's code, and pause the video and understand this code carefully. And now I'll be running the code. Just a second. Yeah, I'm running the code. Okay, see, we got 2 errors here. Okay, what is that error? Cannot make a static reference to the non-static field C, and the same error for the D. Okay, so I'll explain you this more detailedly. Just give me a second. I have already created this in my folders, so I'll decrease the size so that you can see the code and the error properly, right? We got an error that non-static variable C cannot be referred for a static context, right? See here, we have got an error at C, right? So what is the type of C? It is an int, but it is not a static one, right? No, it's not a static one, because the static variables are A and B, right? Because we have mentioned it here, private and public static int a, b, that would be equals to 1 and 2 respectively. But when it comes to C and D, we haven't mentioned any static one. So we haven't mentioned any static one, but we are commanding them to print C and D, sum of C, D, A, B, E here, right? But this shell belongs to the static one, right? See, we have created a class whose inner class says us to print the value of a, b, c, d, e respectively. But here a, b, e are static ones, so we'll be getting a sum of a, b, e here. But c and d are not static one, right? We haven't mentioned them as static here, right? So if I remove the c and d and try to execute the sum of a, b, e, will be getting a proper output here, right? See, a, b, it is for 3 and e, that is 5, that is equals to 8, right? Because we have given a static class here, right? So only the variables allotted static will be executing here. See, a is static, b is static, and 5 is static. So if, and I'll just a second, b plus c plus d, right? So if I run now, you'll be getting an error because c and d are not static variables. And for your more clarification, if I make them as static, you'll be getting an output here. Watch it carefully. See, 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 5, that would be equals to 15, right? So that's the point here. We didn't give them as static, right? So that's the reason we are getting an error here, right? But a, b, e are static, so if this c and d are also static, you'll be getting an output as 15, right? But they are not static, and you're giving access to get sum here, right, in static class. So if c and d are static, you'll be getting a proper output in this static class. As they are not static, you are getting an error here. So that's the logic behind this, guys, and I hope you understand this video. And if you have still any doubts, you just comment me in the comment section. I'll be referring your questions and I'll be answering you as soon as possible. And thank you for watching this video. Let's meet in another video.